So a lot of the lighting they did, like how they depicted his hangover migraine headache, to me was like, yes, they get it, because I have headaches, not the hangovers.
Not the hangover.
I've had hangovers, but
The
the
migraine.
migraine part, I
Yeah.
felt like it was a migraine, just how he was acting and like pinching and like trying to concentrate on the conversation, but they got this static screen behind him, this awful noise, and this extra white light. They used lighting, like the way they depicted the deaths.
Right,
You knew the person died, but it wasn't gruesome or violent. They just walked into this white light, and then they did a slash
you knew they
of
died
blood.
by suicide, most likely.
Because
and then
of
the blood splatter.
And I thought about this when I was telling her this, because I was trying to think of how many deaths there were in the scene with the sister and her husband when they were fighting.
Right.
Even though he talked after, when she hit him, there was that slash of blood, and then later in the show, she goes, "He died years ago." That was depicting him dying.
Oh,
I was like, wow, I didn't even put that together until we were talking about it.
Yeah.
That slash of blood was.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I noticed that the first time. I was like, what is that for?
Yeah. I thought it was depicting the violence of how hard they were fighting. Right. And she hit him, but
every time there was moments in his relationships with his boyfriends where it would get a little physical, and he'd knock them down or he'd push them a little too hard. He'd go, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, because of the things that had happened to him.
Yeah.
And it was so sad because he never wanted to hurt anybody that he loved.
And I love that the choreography of the violent stuff, they slowed it down. Right. They had this deep blue lighting, and his nickname was Blue by his mother, but this deep blue lighting, they slowed it down, and it made it more dramatic, and you almost felt like, even though it was happening in the moment, that it was still a memory.
Yeah.